How's it going, YouTubers? My name's Nick Jamel, and I'm starting this channel just to kind of test this out and see what all I can come up with, what all I can get to talk about. I'm gonna probably be delving into ideas that range from uh, just things that I come across in my life, things that I come across people talking about, to just old school philosophy, what I'm reading at the time, music that I like, um, and what it, my new ventures that I'm going on, because I'm 22 years old and I'm at a point where I'm not necessarily unhappy with where I am. In fact, I'm actually really happy with what I have going on. It's just I'm at a point where I see that this isn't going to continue to sustain me long term as I go into my late 20s, early 30s, and I think on where I want to be then. My path right now is okay up till now, but I think it's time for a bit of a course correction. And so that's where, here I'm kind of just going to be talking through it. And it's honestly, I might have notes here and there about things that I want to talk about, or like quotes that I'm going to be talking on, but most of the time it's just going to be me kind of spitballing, talking about the day and what's going on with me and what's going on in this world and how I see it. And I'm nothing crazy or nothing special. I just think that everyone has a point of view that needs to be shared, because and I just want to enter in. I think I have something that I can share, because I want to enter into the conversation of our age, because I think I have something to offer. I don't think I'm going to solve anything, but just to hopefully get that 2 cents in and make a point, and hopefully, even if people don't follow me or listen to me or take what I say as a prescription, which I don't think any of that necessarily is going to be what happens out of this, I just hope that people hear me and consider it, and if they disagree and if I'm wrong, that they correct me and that they are better because of hearing a dissenting view. And if I'm wrong, I get better because you pointed out to me, hopefully, in a good, polite manner. But if not, and I'm wrong, fine, call me out on it. If I say something that's false or wrong or untrue, let me know, and I'm glad to look back at it and reevaluate. And so that's kind of my mission with this, and that's what I'm hoping to do. And I want to learn how to navigate this world as well. I kind of want to get into the YouTubing, content creation, and just see what it has to offer me and what I can offer everyone else, and what I really have to show for my past 22 years, what knowledge I have to offer people and what people find valuable, because I think that's important. And so it's just kind of, me testing it out. The one thing that I really wanted to hit on in my first video that kind of goes along with this is, today I was listening to music, and I'll probably talk a lot about music, but Bob Marley's Redemption song came on, and the one line that I think stood out that's really true in our point in time is, and that's true in just all across the world in a lot of cultures right now, is he says a line where, trying to make sure I get it exactly right on how it goes, but how long will they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look, or while we stand aside and watch? And to me, I see this happening. While people aren't being killed for their beliefs or anything like that necessarily in American society normally, but people are being just stripped of their livelihood. If they just say something off that's a little wrong, or they misword something, or they just get attacked, and all sorts of horrible things said about them, until like they lose their job, till all sorts of terrible things happen. And I think that's our version of killing our prophets. And I think the problem with it that we don't see now is, number one, the closed-mindedness that comes along with this is problematic for a society that's supposed to be a pluralistic and, you know, individual driven society. And number two, I think the big thing is they're the ones who see something. Dissenting views have always been the ones who see something that most people don't, and those people are the ones who've changed society and who have come up with the best ideas. You know, it's the people who said, you know, well, I know that the sun's moving in the sky, but I think we're the ones moving around it. You know, that was the dissenting view. Those were the prophets being, you know, called heretics and scorned, and you know, the people who just said, you know, I think that, you know, a ruling monarchy is not good. We need to have democracy. Like, we need to have people in control of their own lives, and if you do that, people will be responsible. And you get out of 2,000 years of that discussion, you get America. And I think those dissenting views turn into amazing things sometimes, and sometimes they're proven wrong, but you have to hear them. And if you discredit the prophets, or, you know, you kill the prophets, then you lose the message a lot of times. And that's, to me, an issue, because you have to be aware of, like, and wary of false prophets, but you have to be able to identify truth when it's there. And that's what I'm hoping to do here, is to find that, and to be the person who's not killing our prophets, the person who's just saying, hey, I'll hear you out. You know, if you have something that you want to tell me, I'll hear you out. If you know, and I want to stand behind the people who are out there, who are public figures, who, not necessarily public figures, but like people who are out there spreading an honest and truthful message. And so that's what this channel is going to be about in large part. I'm going to explore all sorts of different fields, and I'm going to explore all sorts of different parts of my life and parts of this world that I come across. But for the most part, it's going to be about getting to something that's true and something that makes sense for me, and trying to find what that is. And so I'm putting this out and, you know, making myself vulnerable in a sense, so that people can come to me and tell me a lot about what they see and what they experience, so that I can get to what it is that's true, because I'm seeing my angle and someone else is seeing the same thing from a different angle. And, you know, there's probably somewhere in between where we can come together and be, you know, on the same page. So that's what this is all about. And you'll probably notice time to time I'll have, you know, today's Thursday and I'm on vacation starting tomorrow. I have next like 10 days off work, so you'll probably see that as part of the channel. Honestly, to begin, I'm kind of starting it now because I'm gonna have time on my hands to get it going and to figure it out. So that's one thing. So I have a beer, you know, right now. I'm just kind of enjoying this beginning of my vacation, but from time to time I'll just have coffee in the morning before I go to work. I work retail, so, you know, I have weird hours. You know, these will be shot different times, but I'm going to try to do it about every day, and just have 5 to 10 minutes of what I'm talking about, what's going on, and what I see, and just kind of what's on my mind at the time that I've been thinking about today all day and really trying to work through. Because I think talking it out, number one, helps me. Putting it out there allows other people to hear what I have to say, and then contradict me or agree with me or build on it or whatever, you know, tell me I'm an idiot. And the last thing is, I will say there's a chance that language may be an issue from time to time. I'm not normally too bad about cussing a lot, but you might hear it here and there. So and you might hear, you know, something a little, you know, I don't know, risque every now and then, or, you know, a little bit of profanity. So just warning you now that that may come up. This may not be the most young kid friendly show. I just feel that that's my responsibility to kind of put that out there and let you guys know that. But yeah, I think that covers about my introduction and what this whole thing's about. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm getting close to the 10-minute mark. But I do want to say that, you know, you might see this later on, just to like the video, subscribe if you want to get more of this, and if you are watching this down the road, if you like this introduction and you think that this is a good idea, then subscribe. And then the last thing is put in the comment section stuff that you want me to like look at or talk about, or if you have questions about what I think on something. I'm not an expert in really anything. I'm still working on getting my college degree. I got another year left of school in marketing, but I understand a lot of stuff. I really do try to, I mean, as best I can, I guess. But I'm trying to make myself, learn new things all the time and work on it. So if you have questions and something I've never tried, I'll try it and see if I can figure something out. If it's something that I know a decent amount about, I'll make a video and kind of talk about my thoughts on it. So yeah, I'm glad to get this thing started, and I hope that people are glad too, and hopefully I get some people to see this and latch on, and just this thing becomes something, because I think what I want to do is it's almost selfish. I want it to become something so that I can get a lot out of this, but I also think I have some stuff to offer as well. So yeah, thanks for listening, and comment with the questions, ideas, thoughts. Subscribe and like this video, and hopefully we can get something going with it. Thank you.